Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Island review, and today we have, as you can see, Major Bludd with us. Let's go over the packaging. The artwork is just great. It's really, I don't know who the artist is. It would be helpful if they put the name of the artist in the box. Maybe it's there and I just don't know. I just haven't ever read all the stuff they put on here. Anyway, here you can see the Cobra Island, as every Cobra Island figure. We have Major Bludd, which is expert in money and bones. I guess that's for a mercenary, yeah. He's expert in missiles, in chess, and I don't know, repairing watches or something. You can go check that on the online, of course. I mean, mechanical strategy, I don't know, how do you call it, ballistic or something like that. Yeah, all of that, but I just haven't read it myself, so I'm just making it out. All you can see is his number 27 Cobra logo, the figure looking great, Cobra Island, all the legal stuff, the other artwork, which is also really cool. Here you have this guy with his scars there, and yeah, this guy he's been through some violence. But yeah, that's it. Let's take him out of the packaging and check the actual figure. So there you have Major Bludd on the tray. He has his little backpack here. We have the helmet, we have the little missiles or rockets or whatever. We have the rocket pistol or rocket launching gun. I have my pincers here. First of all, let me take everything out of the tray. That's a figure. Rocket, helmet, the gun, and these two who always, well, these smaller things that tend to come behind a tape. There you have it. There you have Major Bludd. And let's go over his accessories. He has, of course, his trusty helmet, and which is part of the, well, this says like Cobra, and it says like the traditional Major Bludd helmet, you know, nothing too fancy, no coloring, no sculpted damage, as I see. It's just like plain and fresh. Then we have his kind of super magnum electro revolver, or whatever this is supposed to be. It's all cast in black, and it has this kind of gunmetal gray for the barrel, or this part where the ammo goes, you know, and the actual barrel, yeah, well, as you can see, it's another like electro radiator thing, you know. It's not a normal gun as we know them, but it looks, yeah, it looks kind of strong and menacing. He has this backpack, which is made to carry the little rockets, which are all also sculpted in black. They have nice little detail on the tip and on the flaps behind, or the wings, or whatever these things are called. And this is supposed to just, if I'm right, these are supposed to just clip in there, right? I just don't want to mess them. Ah, okay, I see. Just something like that. You just kind of You just make sure to put the thinner parts in there, you know, line them up, press a bit, and there they are. And this backpack, well, before we go to that, then he has his gun, which comes with a little peg, comes with a little peg hole for the launcher cannon or whatever, and you take one of these. It's funny that it comes only with two. He should come with, I would say it would be good if he had like 3 rockets at least. Anyway, that's an interesting weapon. And you can peg this to the backpack. There's a peg hole. You use like a push it there. I don't know if it's supposed to go downwards or upwards. Let's put it upwards so it's like an antenna thing, you know. And that you can, of course, oh come on, focus, peg it there to the back of our figure, I guess like this. Oh, it's falling apart. Ah yeah, it's tight enough. Anyway, something like that. I thought it was gonna be more like this, but that looks a bit weird, right? I think it's supposed to be like this. And maybe the rockets go... I watched some reviews of these back in the day, you know, but I haven't since. Anyway, the backpack seems to be a bit loose if you don't put it like in the exact position. He has his dog tag chain here, all painted in like gunmetal silver, or a darker silver, maybe not gunmetal, but halfway there. It just hangs there, you know. His revolver can perfectly, let's say, perfectly, right? Well, it can fit the holster. Boom, there it is. There you have it. So he can be just walking around carrying nothing with him, you know. Like, I mean, he doesn't have to have his guns. And the helmet, just as you see, I just put it there just very intuitively and had no troubles getting it to sit and stay there. Now it I don't know if the dog tags, let me take the helmet off, are supposed to go exactly around the neck of his armor. I guess yes, that way they won't be dancing around, so they can fit the kind of neck of the armor, and then you have them there. And there you have it, Major Bludd, looking all ready for war, for combat, for war, for whatever. It's better specified. And I'm very glad to have this guy. I was very lucky that I saw the, how do you call it, the pre-orders just when they went up in my site here in Germany, which is savvy.de, for everybody in Germany watching this review, maybe if you don't watch it and you don't, then it's better for me, because I don't get more people pre-ordering. Anyway, yeah, I really like how this guy looks. Now, we haven't gone through his detail. Let's take the backpack off, which is quite easy. The helmet, we already went through that. Dog tag just fell off. His armor is just full of sculpt. Can be I guess, I mean, people have been customizing, painting parts, whatever. He has the Mars logo there. Mars is Destros Industry, right? I don't know. Anyway, the weapon factory. I just haven't checked all that info in a while, in years. He has this. Well, that's the next step, you know. The arms and the torso, I guess, is from the trooper and infantry, as well as the legs, all the way down to the boot. I think the boots are his own. I mean, it's no figure who used these things before, I think. As far as I know, you know. But the upper legs are from the trooper. I'm looking right now. The knee pads are from the trooper as well. Just the boots and the feet are not from the trooper. Those are Major Bludd exclusive, I guess. The head is, as you can see, it has a lot of detail, and this guy is full of scars. You can see he has some color to the, I mean, around the eye he has all this like darker paint. He's tired and he's grizzled and he's all, actually the figure doesn't have the scars which the illustration shows, but in the face he has all sorts of scars, and there's his patch. Yeah, if you want that to be red, that slit, you have to paint that. I might do it, I don't know. I don't know at this moment, you know, but maybe I will. Would be better if I find a little pen to do that, just like instead of a brush, you know, because it's really thinner and I'm not a professional customizer. Anyway, the hands are also the same, yeah, from the trooper infantry. But of course this arm, that's also a Major Bludd exclusive, which is also part of the highlights of this guy, you know, the mechanical arm. Yeah, it's this thing can be removed, so you can see all the detail which went into this guy. It's all like thinner and kind of skeletal. That matches with the armor plating here for the normal arm, and there you have the robot hand. So this guy has the neck that goes into the body, and I don't know if that has some weathering itself or it's just the light and that. Anyway, he has a ball hinge that goes to the head from the neck. It's a bit stiff on mine, but yeah, I managed to, yeah, so he can look up that much. He can look down, I don't know how much, but it's really stiff on my copy, so of course I don't want to force things. I don't know if that's all the way he can look down, or if I could make a little click with the, but yeah, I won't force it too much, you know. Maybe you can manage to, I mean, it looks like it could make a further click, but again, I won't force my figure. Or maybe I will, you know. Maybe you turn it around. There it is. So by turning it around and, yeah, getting the chin out of the way, I could manage him to look down one more click. So the shoulders are, of course, they can go all the way around. They have a butterfly joint that can go that much to the back, that much to the front. This arm, let's see, I mean, with the shoulder pad on the way, maybe you can lift it, of course. So you also have the butterfly joint here, but you have to check that you don't pop off this shoulder armor kind of thing, you know. But yeah, you have some range there, back and forth. Better than not having it, you know. Well, the vest or the armor, let's see if it gets on the way for him to crunch forward. You can click once and even twice to the front if you force it a bit more. And it bends, it's not breaking, but I don't know if I notice some stress on the flap here. Anyway. And of course you can help yourself also with the ball joint that goes into the hips, into the waist, the little ball there, you know, you can see there's some motion there as well. And you can go that much to the back, which is like Ninja Force Major Bludd, you know. Anyway, he can go all the way around. Didn't force anything, at least it didn't feel like that. I hope it doesn't snap. You have the legs and can do, well, with the gun inside, of course it will be a bit hard. Let's take the gun out. You can do almost the full splits, almost, because this holster gets a bit on the way, or actually you can take it off the way. Yeah, and if you, well, that's already the drop down hips did their thing already. They activated automatically, as you can see. Well, they don't seem to be that loose here in this figure. The thigh cut can go the way around, of course. This one will be hindered, maybe, no. It's not hindered by the holster. If you hold the holster, you can turn the leg around inside of it. Now the knees, he can go all the way. He has, again, the same, up to above the boot, he has the same leg sculpt than the trooper and infantry. So he can go that far. He has no real motion to the back, just a little bit. He can kick that much to the front, which is great, without doing anything crazy. I didn't even have to activate. Let's see, if I activate this thing, he can go a bit further, but nothing too small. Yeah, it does help. It does help. I just hope these things, you know, the mechanism inside there, that thing holds through the years, because I want these figures to last, as I guess you all too, you know. Anyway, you have the boot cut, you have the feet, which can go that much to the front. They get stopped by the plate, the plating there. Maybe you can force it on top of it, but I won't, yeah, no, it really gets in the way. It would be much maneuvering to force it. I won't force mine. You can check it with yours if you want, but I don't like, you know, the Joes are not that easy to get. Even if this guy wasn't the hardest one to get, it's also not easy to get. You know what I mean? And yeah, and you have this not so great ankle tilt. It's a bit funny, but it's there, you know. It's better than not having any, but it's almost a flat angle. Anyway, now if you want, well, we want to give him all his gear, because we want to do some size comparison. The hands, we didn't do the arms. Actually, he has the bicep cut there, which works exactly as it should. The same arms as the trooper again. This arm, I mean, he can get this range with his double jointed elbow a bit more like this. You have to play around which one, the upper or the lower one, to move in order to get a bit more range because of the sculpt. You have to go around that. The hands can go all the way around, and this one is vertical, but it's super stiff. I have to warm it up. I won't force it, you know. And this arm can also go all the way around. The butterfly joint we did check. He has also some, well, the bicep cut there can go all the way around. You have this thing that can give some clearance for posing. Yeah, but it does get in the way for a further click. And you have also some, not some, but the double jointed elbow. And because this arm is much thinner because of its mechanical spidery nature kind of thing, he can maneuver more with this one. But this hand, it can go all the way around, of course, the mechanical hand, but it has a horizontal, well, it doesn't have the one we would like for gun holding, you know, gun wielding and all of that. And especially this guy who is like with a huge revolver here. This hand is super stiff. I'll have to put it into hot water because it's, even the fingers, everything is really like hardened because of temperature or whatever reason. So I'll give him the weapon here without breaking it, of course, the finger. And there you have him, Major Bludd. Now for size comparison, here he is next to a Viper. The Viper is taller because it is, you know. Here we have him next to Cobra Commander, who is kind of the same height. Even Major Bludd might be taller. I don't know. From behind the camera it looks like they're very close there, you know, but the Viper does look higher, taller. Here we have him next to Firefly. Firefly is not wearing a helmet, so he would be officially maybe a bit taller, but they're close there in size. Here we have him next to Destro. And Destro is taller than everybody here, I would say. He's the tallest of the Cobra guys so far, I think. So Destro will go to the back. Here we have him next to the infantry. Mensch. I think even the infantry, even if they share the body, the infantry looks taller, if I'm right, yeah? Here we have him next to the Baroness. It seems like the Baroness is taller as well. You know, it looks like that. Yeah, I would say she's somewhat taller. And lastly, but not leastly, here we have him next to Sartain, and it seems, now that I have everybody here, it seems that Sartain is only second to Destro in terms of height. Even, mensch, is it possible that Sartan is taller than Destro? Maybe, huh? Can be. So it seems Sartan is the largest of the Cobra guys so far. If I'm right. If I'm looking right here behind the camera. Anyway, this was not Sartan's review, but Major Bludd's review, and here you have him with all the evil gang of terror, whatever. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, comment, respecting everybody and all of that. And yeah, make sure you come for the next one, because there will be more stuff coming up. And I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.